So, we're heading to new horizons all the way to Leipzig. Cue the intro. Welcome aboard passengers, Mega Sim here and welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, please click the subscribe button for more Train Sim World content and other games as well. It is time to deep dive into the new route, one of the new routes that is coming to Train Sim World 6, and that is the Bahnstrecke Leipzig to Dresden. So each week there's going to be further details on each of those three routes, the trains, the deluxe edition locos, etc, etc. And on top of that, there's going to be gameplay elements such as the timetable and layers, just giving us further context about the history of the real world railways. So we're going to be starting with the longest of the three routes, the Leipzig to Dresden. So Morristown and Riviera will be published in the coming weeks. So this route includes the Kosvik line and the Friedrichstadt yard as well. So going beyond the boundaries of Nahverkehr Dresden, which is a route that we had in Train Sim World 2 Rush Hour. So we're now going to be able to accelerate westbound all the way to Leipzig in Train Sim World 6, driving modern ICE, regional and freight traffic along the oldest long-distance railway in Germany. Built in 1839, the Leipzig-Dresden Railway was the first long-distance line in Germany and one of the oldest in the country. And over time, this line has earned a reputation for being one of the busiest as well. And its age meant it seen many improvements to keep up with demand. So today, it's a modern commuter network with LZB-equipped intercity line in one. There are fast services that beat the regional traffic through the use of separate lines. So it takes a path of one or the other. So you can go through the Saxony countryside or the outskirts of Dresden, served by frequent commuter services. Though seasoned Train Sim World players may feel that they know half of this route already, as we've said, Dresden-Riesa from Train Sim World 2 Rush Hour, the doubling of length to Leipzig and the addition of the Dresden-Kosvik line more than doubles the possible gameplay and services available on this expanded route, because this total route length is 160 kilometers. So we're going to go through the key additions to the route. There is a new 65 kilometer extension from Riesa to Leipzig, including 20 new stations, a new addition of 13 kilometers for Dresden-Kosvik line, the new Friedrichstadt marshalling yard, the new green stripe variant of the DVBR 411 ICE T. T does not stand for tilting, but it does tilt. There are new platform and passenger announcements, random events in service mode, train faults, updated DBBR 442 featuring suspension updates, and the Dresden-Riesa entitlement preserving layers for other TSW routes. Meaning if you get this route, you also get the Train Sim World 2 Rush Hour Dresden-Riesa for those layers. And let's have a look. Dresden-Riesa entitlements. So all players of the Bahnstrecke Leipzig to Dresden will receive entitlements to the previously released Dresden-Riesa route add-on. So it gives you more trains to your roster, preserving service layers applicable to other European routes also in the collection. The old Dresden-Riesa route add-on will not be available to purchase separately for Train Sim World 6. So if you do not have Dresden-Riesa, you can't get that in Train Sim World 6 because it is bundled with the Leipzig-Dresden DLC. This is what it's saying here. Hopefully I've got that right. If not, leave a comment. So we have got trains, and more trains on this route. So what I thought would be a good point now is to watch the video that Dovetail have created for the Leipzig-Dresden route.
Geehrte Fahrgäste, die Fahrzeugstörung am Scheibenwischer konnte beseitigt werden. Wir werden uns bemühen, die entstandene Verspätung wieder aufzuholen.
So what do you think? A wide variety of trains and locos are included in this Leipzig-Dresden route, just covering so many services: high speed, local, S-Bahn, freight, shunting. It's all catered for, isn't it? Additional trains with the courtesy of the Dresden Reeser entitlement, so you will get those additional trains. So let's kind of go through these. We've got the DBBR 294, which is the V90 shunter. This is the deluxe loco. So if you do get the deluxe edition or the special edition, you will get this shunter loco. So as we said before, it's originally known as the V90 series, built in the 60s and 70s as heavy shunting locos. Their weight and power made them suitable for shunting long trains, but also transporting wagons between different locations. In the 1990s, there was a fleet overhaul, so 290 locos were rebuilt and reclassified as the 294. Now, they are old, and with multiple locos retired in favour of newer traction, many of these 294s can still be found working today, holding on to those local train duties and preparing long distance freight for mainline traction to take onward. So they are a common sight, a familiar sight. Well, not a common, but a familiar sight across the length of Germany's oldest long-distance railway. So with the Bahnstrecke Leipzig-Dresden, the 294 will work to assemble freight consists in the various yards, and there's going to be some mainline running moving trains between facilities as well. So given they had that prominence across Germany, players will get further use out of this locomotive by spawning it into timetable mode in other Train Sim World routes. It comes equipped with PZB and CIFA, and there is also a throttle lock that players will need to be mindful of when operating, which is highlighted by the driver assist prompts. And we can learn more about the operation of German railway safety systems in the training centre. So as we've said, the 294 is... How did that daddy longlegs get back in here? The 294 loco add-on will be able to be purchased separately once Train Sim World 6 has been released, but if not, there is the deluxe or the special edition where it all gets bundled together. Let's go to the standard locos and trains that we're going to get for this route. First of all, the DBBR, let's just resume that. DBBR 411 ICET, T does not stand for tilt, but it does have a complete with impressive GNT technology. So these units have been in service across Germany since 1999, adding a different style of train to the ICE1. So the tilting function, which means it can reach a maximum of 8 degrees, allows them to travel at higher speeds than conventional trains. A separate system is in place to monitor this and needs to be enabled in order for the tilting to take place. So this system, GNT, works with other safety systems like PZB, LZB, CIFA to ensure safe operation across the Frankfurt-Fulda route. The GNT system needs to be turned on in order for that tilting to work, and this is a manual process done by us. Due to the nature of the Leipzig-Dresden route, the GNT system is less relevant than on the previously released Frankfurt-Fulda. It does come with a new variant of livery with a green stripe depicting DB's Das ist Grün campaign. The DBBR 411 ICET is included in Train Sim World 6 Bahnstrecke Leipzig-Dresden. You do not need to own it previously to get access to this train. The next one we're getting is the DBBR 442. So the new generation Talent 2 was built by Bombardier, introduced in 2009. And this was the successor to the Talent, which was put into service by Deutsche Bahn to replace older EMU types and local trains in both S-Bahn and Regio services. Now, the variant in this Bahnstrecke Leipzig-Dresden means that it has been updated and includes in-game suspension. The DBBR 442 also comes equipped with Pisa B and SIFA, and you can learn more about the operations of safety systems in the training centre. As a reminder, the 442 is included in this DLC. You do not need to own it previously. The next loco we have is the DBBR 185 Plus Wagons. We do have some wagons with this. So the modular tracks locomotives from Bombardier have become one of Europe's most widespread family of locos, and includes the BR 185.5. So the Trax is the transnational railway applications with extreme flexibility. So it is a modular product platform of electric and diesel electric locos. So the BR 185.5s had a top speed of 87 miles per hour, which is 140 kilometers an hour, and operated as a general purpose freight locomotive. Funnily enough, if you travelled at the top speed of the 185, it will still take you over an hour, because it's 160 kilometers in length and it goes 140 kilometers an hour. So more than 300 of these locos were built and sold to various train operators, including leasing companies throughout Europe, and that includes Switzerland, France and Germany. The MRC variant of the 185 is also included with the Dresden Riesa route entitlement. So you do not need to own the 185 if you buy the Dresden Riesa, Leipzig-Dresden route, sorry. You get it included. You don't need to own the previous one, but with the Dresden Riesa, the Train World 2 rush hour route that you will get included with this gives you the MRCE variant as well. The DBBR 146.2 plus the DOS. So further passenger services can be operated by this loco, as previously seen in the Frankfurt folder and the main spec Upbound route add-ons. Now these more modern electric locomotives will add yet more variety to that timetable and an alternative setting in which operate passenger trains. It is modern, it is speedy, it is passenger orientated, and in the early 2000s Deutsche Bahn placed an order for 47 of these passenger locos. And these were following the footsteps of previous designs such as the 185-2, combined with older passenger variants to provide a modern counterpart, known as the 146.2. Being passenger focused, the 146.2 features a higher top speed than the 185 and is also equipped with destination board equipment as well as push-pull capability, allowing it to be driven from a control car. The 146 does come equipped with the Elsa B, AFB, Pisa B and SIFA. And again, check out the training centre for more information and learn more about the operation of that. A reminder, the 146.2 electric locomotive is included in this Leipzig-Dresden route. You do not need to own it previously. That and that. There we go. Just getting Trains 116 started. Additional trains. So, the inclusion of the Dresden Riesa entitlement for all players of Train Sim World 6 Standard Deluxe and Special Edition means that additional trains will be available to operate. These are the DBBR 143, if you have that, and the DBBR 363 V60 Shunter. If you do have those, you will be able to use these. Now, there are new features, which are the train faults and the random events. So, these are toggleable features which will keep players on your toes, with signal delays and issues with the trains themselves, resulting in the need to react and work through solutions as guided by the in-game prompts. So train faults will occur in the form of wiper failures and lighting failures. These faults can be easily reset. Players will get a pop-up when a fault occurs so that they can take the necessary action to clear it. Some of these may require a breaker to be reset. Random events. Temporary speed restriction signs will appear beside the track to give a visual indication of where speed restrictions start and end. The HUD will also react to these restrictions, giving you a clearer guide as to when you need to slow down to comply with the restrictions. Signal delays will once again be something to consider when playing with random events enabled. At Dresden, Both HL and KS types of signalling are in use, and looking out for any atypical aspects will keep players on their toes. This of course will impact those playing with LZB, AFB and PZB systems enabled, needing to react further to alerts, or have the LZB system reduce the train speeds as necessary. One thing I've noticed in that train fault is it doesn't talk about tilting, because it did say that in the original roadmap news article announcement that one of the train faults is tilting, and we know that this is the only tilting train we've got on Train Sim World 6, on a Train Sim World 6 route. So I'm not sure why tilting has been missed out. I am going to feed that back. But if you've heard anything, guys, let me know in the comments down below. Timetable, layers and gameplay. So there is an extensive and complex timetable that has been implemented into not only to make full use of the variety of trains from within the route, but also those from the wider German content back catalogue, and that includes layering using multiple add-ons. So the types of services available to operate in Leipzig-Dresden include the ICET express traffic between Dresden and Leipzig using the avoiding line on the eastern LZB in the west. You have regional services, RE50, RB31, RE15 and RE18 with the BR442, and it also operates local services towards Groningen and forms of AI traffic at Leipzig and Riesa. The 143 Hall Dostos operate the peak S1 and S2 routes, peak S1 and all S2 routes. The 146 Hall Dostos operate the S1 and the RE50 services. There are multiple paths from Dresden to Riesa, followed by high-speed dash to Leipzig. Freight trains using the 185, serving industries and the large Friedrichstadt yard, including loco swaps and trains heading out of the map towards Chechnya. The BR363 shunting services available via the Dresden Riesa entitlement. Deluxe and special edition players, or those that purchase their local add-ons separately, will be able to operate the BR294 shunting and local freight services. Whew, this is the thing with the German. There are lots and lots and lots and lots of layers. An overview of additional service layers is as follows. The 1442 trains from Rapid Transit will play S4 services. The 642 trains using the Mantelbahn add-on will give you playable and AR services. The 218 hauled services using the M-Wagen stock offering playable services and AI traffic at Leipzig. The ICE1 trains from Kessel-Wurzburg adding AI traffic at Leipzig. The original DBBR 101 add-on, so that came with Hubstruck Rhein-Ruhr, running playable IC and EC services including loco swaps at Dresden that can utilise the Railpool 193. 612 AI traffic at Dresden from the Trenta Rampa route, and the 103 playable rail tour from the Link Bahnstrecke add-on. In addition, there is static stock that rotates throughout the year by changing the in-game map month, and they will appear at Leipzig HBF platform 24, featuring trains from a wider range of add-ons including the E94 rail tour pack from TSG. This represents the museum platform, which in reality also rotates a series of historic rolling stock. As typical of German routes in Train Sim World, playable locomotive substitutions for both freight and passenger services are available for players with additional content in their collection. That includes the Railpool Vectron and the Press BR155 and more. Dovetail do have an add-on sale for German routes on Steam, so Rapid Transit, Hubstruck Rhein-Ruhr and the original DBBR 101 add-on is available till the 15th of September. For this sale, the Train Sim World 5 versions of these add-ons have discounts applied, not Train Sim World 4, 3, etc. So it's the 5 variant. And then they will entitle players to get the Train Sim World 6 compatible version of the add-on at no extra charge. One warning to mention: 8th gen console, PS4, Xbox One. After reviewing performance on previous generation consoles, Dovetail have amended the timetable to provide a suitable experience for these players. All playable services in timetable mode will use the BR442. Other included trains, the ICET, the 143, the 146 and the 185 will be available to operate in scenarios. The only additional layer will be for a selection of playable 294 services. There will be no AI-only traffic, services that are not otherwise playable, or freight services. Players that do have Leipzig-Dresden will also have access to the Dresden Reset add-on entitlement, which will have the current 8th Gen timetable level of services available to it in Train World 6, and may provide a better experience if you're looking for a busier timetable on that section of the route. I need to kind of read this again. All playable services in timetable mode will use the 442. Other included trains will be available to operate in scenarios. Am I reading this wrong? That I want to know what this is. Is it telling me? Just dropping my controller. Is it saying there that the 442 is the only train that you can drive in timetable mode? That's not right, is it? All playable services in timetable. I'm going to have to look this up. I'm going to try and do this live, as in live whilst I'm chatting on here, because I don't want to leave this, but at the same time, oh come on Discord. Anyway, okay, right. Let's carry on, and I'll come back to this. Scenery, scenarios, and mastery. There will be a selection of 5 scenarios on Leipzig-Dresden, with additional 3 scenarios available for those with the 294, included in the Train to World 6 Deluxe Special Edition. Mastery challenges are also included, requiring you to perform certain tasks on a route, like completing certain scenarios or travelling a certain number of miles in specific locomotives. Tier 1 challenges unlock posters that can be seen throughout each route, and Tier 2 challenges unlock toggable scenery tiles, but we don't have the details on that yet. So nothing on that yet. The news article. Is this right? You can only play the 442 timetable. So I'm just checking here, so bear with. So somebody has put just for old gen. So all playable services will use the BR442. Yeah. I need to just confirm this a little bit more, so please bear with me on that. I might need to put a note, a comment, and pin it once I get the full picture of this. But yeah, the 8th gen is going to struggle with this. We knew that. We knew it was coming. Will we still get 8th gen soon? You know, with Train Sim World, the further ones. I can't say Train Sim World 7. Oh, I just said it. You know, because we can't yet. But, you know, when is it that Gen 8 are gone? Because Gen 9 have been around for so long already. 5 years. It's been a while. Gen 8 should be gone by now. Anyway. Just putting this in before I export, I have had the reply. It is true. If you have any services like the 146, etc., they're all going to be using the 442. There is no ICE, there is no freight, there is only 294 services if you have the deluxe. Gen 8 just really isn't the place to play this route. So yeah, I'm having a look right now for what I can see on Xbox Series X, just the 3 new routes and the deluxe, and I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 locos there, loco trains, and that is going to be reduced to 1 or 2 if you have the 294. So I just wanted to mention that right now. I don't need that comment. That is what's happening. So I'm just going to clip that in for you to then listen to, and then I'm just going to end it. Well, I've already ended it, but I'm now adding this bit in. Anyway, let's get back to it. I think that's going to do it for us here on this video. This was quite a long one, but hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did like it, give it a thumbs up. Lets me know that you care. Social media links are in the description below if you want to check out the affiliate links as well to help support the channel. But hope you have a great day. I recorded this late last night, but I don't want to put it out at gone midnight. I'm going to put it out in the morning. So hopefully you enjoy the news article. Hopefully you enjoy the stream tonight, as in when you watch this will be tonight, Wednesday. And I am now going to sit back, wait for this to export, and have a little go. Anyway, have a great day, everyone. I will see you on the next one. This is Mega Sim out of here. See you soon, guys. Bye.